I know it's Tuesday and not Wednesday, but something occurred to me this morning that, as I was writing a social media post, you can actually read more about it on Instagram and Facebook. It's there in my personal account. But I wanted to elaborate upon for you here about stress, the nervous system, and your business because I feel it's so important and I'm experiencing it now personally. So, since the message is strong within my heart right now, I wanted to share it with you versus waiting till tomorrow when I was supposed to go live, at the normal time, Wednesday at noon. So, here's the message. It's all about realizing when you're showing up as the CEO for your business, for your life, that your nervous system is coming along for the ride to help you, to aid in your survival, right? And what you might not realize is that at times it's actually hijacking your schedule, your energy, your boundaries, your to-do list, right? What you might not realize is that you're doing a lot of things. I think most individuals, most adults, especially business owners, have long to-do lists, and they start the day off, kind of ready to take on the world or the week and get their all the stuff that they need to do, get it done. But then things happen, life happens, or we wake up maybe not feeling so good, or we're stressed out, or our kids are sick, or like for me, I have to prep for another surgery right now. So stuff happens, and any of this, right, can trigger your nervous system into some type of stress response. Now, depending on what the trigger is and what your brain perceives as danger, then how your nervous system will respond can really vary from being mild and subtle in how it hijacks your schedule and your actions and everything, or even what you feel, to maybe more severe. And then you start to really feel it, and maybe you completely freeze and end up on the couch or not doing all that you want to do because you're just so frozen, right? So today's message is to help and recognize maybe when it's not so severe, maybe when it's more subtle and it's really affecting your day to day more than you realize. And this is not for you to get mad at your nervous system or resist or block the stress response, because sometimes it's practical. Sometimes, again, it's there for your survival to help you. So sometimes it is beneficial, right? It's for those times where it's become a pattern that's really holding you back in life, right? So how do we know? How do we know if it's really helping you or holding you back? And there's two questions you can ask for yourself. So I know for me, there's a lot of things that I do for my business, for my health, for my family that are weekly, right? That are almost on autopilot, that I need to do or I should do. And in times of really taking a step back to look at my schedule so I can conserve energy to heal and prep for surgery, but at the same time still, make my impact in the world, still help all of you in my business, because it is possible, right? It is possible to navigate the entrepreneurial ship even with scary diagnoses, even during hard times. Yes, I'm not saying working crazy hours to achieve this. I'm saying learning how to flow with it and respect when you need more downtime to take care of yourself or those around you. And when you do have time to work in your business, making it impactful and very efficient use of the time without adding more stress to your nervous system. So there's two questions you can ask yourself to really investigate all that you're doing and decide if it's helping you right now, and if you really need to do that right now. And the first is really looking at and writing out all that you're doing. Why are you doing all that you're doing? So if you're posting on social media, why? If you're racing around teaching classes at all kinds of studios, why? If you're booking patients and clients during your lunch hour or when you're supposed to be home with your family at 7 o'clock at night, why is that? Why are you doing all that you're doing? Just get it on paper without judgment, without criticism, just to begin to take an objective view at your schedule and all your output of energy, right? And then you can ask yourself, what is the feeling behind all that? So recently, I just did that this morning, right? Because I'm trying to modify my schedule to create more blocks of time to allow for my healing and for surgery. And I've got like multiple doctor's appointments a week now as I'm navigating through everything. And I really need to look at what I'm doing. And I noticed a lot of the actions that I'm taking in my day to day is driven by two feelings: doubt and fear. And that is causing me to hustle and overwork, right? Which is not efficient, especially if I'm looking to get back some of my time, right? So I'm working with my own coach. Okay, so how do I trust myself more? How do I trust the process more? How do I believe that I can be very impactful and efficient and effective by doing less? How does that happen? Where I'm taking actions from certainty, confidence, strong belief, all that sort of stuff. So it's a very different way of going about it, especially from the business world. This isn't like post on social media 3 times a day or send a blog to your newsletter 1 time a week. It's none of those tactical answers. This is the work behind those works. So you can really choose, especially if you have your own health diagnosis or you want to carve out more time to spend with your family and just enjoy life. This is the work behind the scenes to help you decide what are the actions that can serve you and your business most effectively, because these answers will be different than someone else's answers, because their business, even though on the surface, right, you could take 2 PT clinic business owners or 2 yoga teachers, on the surface they might look very similar, right? They have, the PTs have brick and mortars and they see outpatient orthopedic patients, or 2 yoga teachers teach at multiple studios. It can seem very similar on the surface. But when you dig deeper, goals are very different, families are very different, healths are very different. There's a whole lot of individuality underneath the hood, right? And so this work is to help make your business work within you, your desired lifestyle and goals. Okay? So type in the comments, let me know how it goes. Let me know if you ever considered this correlation of stress, your nervous system, and your business, right? And how it impacts what you're doing and why. And also let me know, you like my new glasses? I got new glasses. This is like, I've had my other glasses for like 7-8 years, so this is a big deal. Let me know what you think. My daughter actually picked these out, and I was a little, speaking of skeptical, I was a little skeptical because they actually are, have a hint of rose, a hint of golden rose, I should say, a hint of pink to them, which is why my daughter loves them, and which is why I was skeptical, because, I don't know, I like pink, but I never would have thought I'd be wearing pink glasses. But then I tried on all these other glasses at the shop. If you're in San Diego, Heights Optometry is the best. And there was like a couple other, Meredith, the doctor, was there, and some of her staff that were helping me, giving me feedback and all these other different frames, and they all agreed that this one was the best as well. So my daughter wins out, which I'm actually very, very happy about because I love to support her own confidence. So she's going to be super stoked when I pick her up from school today and she gets to see that her choice is on Mama's face. So let me know what you think, though. And of course, episode 100 of the podcast is out, which I'm super excited about. So if you haven't listened to episode 100, go listen to it now. I'm so happy to share 100 episodes with you. Like, that's been a journey. You can see the evolution from the very beginning and subtle things in all kinds of ways, actually. So I encourage you to start at the beginning if you haven't. And if you do love the podcast, you enjoy listening to it, make sure you hit subscribe, share it with your friends, leave me a review. All that sort of things helps to keep me going as well. And of course, if you want help with this to become the CEO of your business for real and your life, I'm here for you. I will be, as I said, going through a surgery, but I'm still here. Right? I'm still showing up. So, my schedule may have blocks of time where my availability is just a little bit less as I work through this, but I'm going to come out on the other side. I have a great team. So they'll just be, for a short period of time, I won't be as available, but then I'll be back. And so you can still get in at any time. Just save your spot, and I'm happy to help you in any way. And I will see you next week. Alrighty. Bye for now.